Hi, I'm Roxanne Bedilion, and I'm a graduate student at California University of Pennsylvania. And this is my last semester in the clinical mental health counseling program. What I'd like to talk about today is an issue that almost everyone in the United States faces, either intimately or they know of someone who's been affected by domestic violence. It's a problem that's not going away. And as a matter of fact, research states that it's increasing due to the pandemic. So I wanted to give you some statistics, tell you about my experience this semester while working with domestic violence services of Southwestern Pennsylvania as an intern, and what I've learned from these women, some research on things that have assisted victims, and possible ideas to help until domestic violence is a thing of the past. So here are some frightening statistics, very sobering. More women have been killed by their partners since 9/11, more than all Americans killed in 9/11, Afghanistan, and Iraq. A woman's life is safer with someone else she doesn't know than with a man she knows. Substance abuse occurs in 40 to 60% of all reported domestic violence incidences. They are definitely an intimate connection in almost every intake involved. Substance abuse was either a problem or an issue with the abuser or both. Women are 70 times more likely to be killed in 2 weeks after leaving than any other time during the relationship. This is a well-known fact that the most dangerous time to leave a relationship is right when you've decided to leave. So far this century, more American women have been killed by their male partners than Americans have died in wars, which is astounding. And just to let you know that the United States is among the 10 countries considered to be the most dangerous for women. And the United States is the only developed nation on that list. So yeah, those are statistics I wanted you to know about the United States, but this next slide just shows you a little bit of that we are not alone and that it is a worldwide problem. So I just wanted to show you that out of all the murders, this is of 2017, out of all the murder victims, 20% were women. This is of the world. And women who were murdered by their ex-partners or family members, 64%, and murderers who were killed by their partners or ex-partners were 82% women. 87,000 women and girls were murdered around the world in 2017, and of those, 50,000 of them were murdered by ex-partners or a family member, which is just astonishing. And that was in 2017. So I am sure these are probably increased since. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about my internship with Domestic Violence Services of Southwestern PA. It's been such a great opportunity to have this internship. I've learned so much from these women, and the most enlightening part of my work in the last several months were in groups. I had the opportunity to facilitate 2 different groups a week, and this was such an amazing experience. These women are supportive of each other. Their support, their confidants, their encourager, their cheerleaders. They've been very, very tight-knit groups that just have been so cohesive in the last several months. They have their own text chain to help one another out. It's just been incredible. I've learned a lot from them, and something that stands out, what they get really angry about are the laws and the cracks in the laws and the cracks that these victims seem to find themselves falling through. So this is the issue at hand. Out of the 3 counties that I was able to work in, all counties have different procedures. So PFAs, protection from abuse orders. So 10 days after a petition is filed, there must be a hearing. And a sheriff or a sheriff's deputy serves the defendant a copy of the PFA petition, which includes a hearing date. If that service isn't provided, the victim must find a way to serve their abuser the PFA petition. Here lies the dilemma. So almost in every case, these typically women find themselves with no money and running basically with just the clothes on their back. So they don't have money to hire someone such as a constable to serve these papers to the abuser. So they have to serve it themselves. This is very troublesome. And I know that some services are offered for, DVSSP, but not that one. So I did a little research and tried to find other organizations that actually help in this manner. What I found was there's an organization out in Salt Lake City that just newly formed October 2020. And what they've decided to do is they're working to connect people to resources through their social media and to give rides to safe places when people need them, which is fantastic. Mechanicsburg, PA, I was trying to find something a little closer to home. In 2015, held a ride to raise money for awareness of domestic violence. And another one in 2016 out in Colorado. I believe there was another one in Florida as well, but these are not recent partnerships. And I think, this is something that needs to be looked into. Go back. Okay, so laws have been slowly changing over the years, like the 1994 Violence Against Women's Act. So we need to produce solutions to assist these victims in the interim, because, for instance, domestic violence isn't a crime in Pennsylvania. So we need more help. We need support. We need to teach and get the word out and not to be silent about this. I think the collaboration between motorcycle clubs and domestic violence services are just the beginning to help victims feel safe while trying to find, their solid ground. To me, these organizations can team up and help victims in the interim while we fight for better laws against domestic violence and make domestic violence a thing of the past so we can make the U.S. a safer place for women. Thank you so much.